Good afternoon, students. Again, in next lecture, I will talking about site visit report writing, which is a very integral part of civil engineer. As you know, in the previous semester, you have visit the particular site, industrial visit, and then you have learned something. In this fifth semester, you need to submit a report, site visit report. As you know, in the previous beginning lecture, I told you there is a 25 marks reserved for internal and 25 marks for external. This 25 marks include 10 marks for submitting a site visit report. In today's lectures, we are going to talk about how to write site visit report. In this lecture, I will give you brief information about how you can draft your report properly, how you can present your report to the faculty, and the most importantly, you will learn in this lecture how to write correct way report. In the beginning of this lecture, I would like to give the format. This is the particular format that you all have to follow. And the very first point that we need to discuss, that is cover page. Cover page, then it's executive summary, then introduction, objective of the site visit, main body of report, methodology, results and conclusions, recommendations and suggestions, and the last but not the least, references. Cover page. Before going to the next segment, I would like to remind you, this is your one kind of assignment that you all have to submit to me. Instructions and some noticeable thing that I would like to tell you, that is this particular site visit report you will have to draft it properly, and you will have to show me in a soft copy. I'll check it. If I find corrected, then I will give approval for that. If I find you need to change in certain contents, I will suggest that also. And accordingly that you will have to make changes in your report, and then you can take out the printout and you need to make a proper report, and you will have to submit to me. From today means today I'm giving this lecture to you, so within a week you need to submit a soft copy of this particular report in this format which I'm going to share with you all. Any other format, generally students going for Google and they do that, they take it out a different kind of information, that is not accepted. I would like to remind you that this particular format only, it will be accepted. So from now you will have one complete week to make your reports properly. You need to draft it properly, and you need to show me in a soft copy first, and then after making necessary changes, I would suggest you for next step. So we are now learning about site visit report. You all visit in the previous semester in a particular industrial site. There you observe, there you learn, there you experience new things. But now the time to submit in a draft, in a words. So learn by me with one after another steps. First one, cover page. The title page or cover page should include the title of your visit. You should not forget to write the title of your site. You should mention that. For suppose you have visit to Butiburi industrial plant, so you need to write the particular plant name also in cover page. The title of your project should not be overly long. Shorter is usually better. When you are giving a particular title of your site visit, should not be the lengthiest one, it should be a shorter one, so it should be easily read. Include the name of the site, the date, and your name. When you are submitting a report, reader should understand on which particular site about this report you are submitting, the date you visit, and most importantly you will have to write your name. Some faculties or some lecturers also require other information such as your students roll number, your class. For example, as you are studying in a fifth sem, so you should write fifth sem, whatever roll number if you are having, you should write the roll number also. That should come in cover page. Cover page title, industrial site visit report. This should be mentioned on a title page. Cover page, industrial site visit report. Then after you should write site name, whichever site you visit. As I told you earlier, you visit Butipuri industrial plant, so you should write the Butipuri industrial plant visit. Submitted to, as you know, this is a partial submission of fifth semester students, so you should submit to. When you are giving this title, you should mention about HOD, your departments, for example civil engineering department, and you are submitting this to RTM Nagpur University. So this should come in sequence wise, as in order wise which I gave you. Submitted by, in this particular section you should write your names. There may be 2 members, there may be 4 members. You might have worked with a different group also. So for suppose if you work, actually I am giving permission to at least 5 students can work for one report. So your name should be printed in front of submitted by, year, fifth semester, and year also, third year, fifth semester. You should mention like that also, because this report is about site visit and you are a student of naturally from civil engineering department, so you need to mention your department properly, Department of Civil Engineering. After that you should mention your college name, Anjuman College of Engineering and Technology. Whichever college you are associated with, you should write it down, so that it will be easy for reader to read and understand this particular report has been submitted by the student of this college in the session. For example, session I have mentioned here, and you will have to also write the same kind of session 2020-21, because academic year is also valued. Next page is acknowledgement page. What do we do? Students having these questions every time. Sir, what should we write in this page? In this page, you need to express your gratitude to the people who help you during making this report, during site visit, teachers, HODs, staff, subject teachers, site visit manager, everyone who has supported you to make this possible. And now your turn to say them thank you. So express your gratitude with a proper word. While using a proper language or simple language, you must understand that you should be modest, you should be humble. You should not show that you are just giving one formality, or you are just considering them for their helping. So say by heart thank you, and it will be reflect through your words. So acknowledgement page should be there with the proper words. Next page is content. How we should move on in this report. You have to learn one after another. First will be executive summary. So the first point in the content will be executive summary. What is executive summary? That we will learn in the next page. Then introduction about the site visit report. Objective of the site visit. What was the purpose behind visiting the particular site? Main body of report. What did you observe? Images, explanation. Methodology. How did you perform? How did you go there? What methodology you adopted to learn, to gain experience in that particular site? Results and conclusions. What did you learn? What was your observation? Which thing you want to get from that particular site visit should mention in the results and conclusion. Recommendation and suggestion. In this particular section, you will have to write whatever suggestion you would like to give for this particular site visit or particular site. If you want to recommend something that this thing is not correct, instead of that, this particular thing should be done like that. So that also you can mention in this particular section. And the last, of course not the least, that is references. You might have taken a book to write this report. You will take a book as a reference book. You should write it down. Suppose you are taking some content from the websites, so website's name also should be mentioned in the references also. So try to adopt this content accordingly. Now again, the things come in our mind about summary. Summary means, in a general term or general language, we call summary is a 1/3 of particular information. Suppose, for example, now we are learning about report. So in this report, we need to write a 1/3 part as a executive summary. Which thing should be mentioned in this particular executive summary that I would like to brief you. Write in short about site visit learning experience, its outcomes must be mentioned. In this summary, you should write outcomes. What did you learn? Getting me? Apart from that, what was your experience when you visit this site? It should come in executive summary with the proper words and presentation. An executive summary should be concise but contain sufficient details for an outsider to read and completely understand the report purpose and content. An executive summary outlines the main features of your report. It is an abridged version of the whole report, so keep the language simple and straightforward. While drafting this executive summary, please keep your language simple and straightforward, because it is a formal way of giving information about particular observation. So language should be simple and straightforward. Even a summary is concise, but outsider, like suppose I am reading a report, so I should understand that report easily. So ultimately aim of writing summary is that reader should easily understand what is report about. Next term is introduction. When we write the introduction, we should be very careful, because introduction gives information about the report. So the introduction of the report should engage the reader rather than a dry and overly general description of the industry or company. It is better to say a context at the level of observation. Start your report with a series of comments on the importance of what is being observed, a problem that resulted from not adhering to standards, or within engineering problem or solution. For example, introduction should be catchy. Introduction about site visit. You are a civil engineering student. You are having an assignment to give a visit on industry. That was your task. You have to mention the site name, when and how you perform this observation. Everything should be mentioned in introductory part or introduction section. So you should write that way only. Now the most important part that I would like to give you, that is objectives of the site visit. Mainly few students ask such question: what is the reason to visit a particular site? I would like to give you this information that there are a purpose, there are objectives to visit the site. The first one, to get and understand how the theoretical knowledge is fitted in practice. You should understand how theoretical knowledge is fitted in practice means you have learned a number of theory lectures, you have learned through books also. Now this is the time to implement this theoretical knowledge on a particular practical site visit. So the first objective is that only your theoretical knowledge should match with your practical knowledge. To observe the different activities techniques carried out on site. The second, the most important objective to visit the site is to observe the different activities techniques carried out on site. You should understand what techniques these constructions people or site engineer are doing there, what kind of machinery used, how they're performing, everything you need to know practically. So the objective is very clear. When you go for particular site, you should learn this. Third one, to have a feel of how condition of site really is and how safety is priority. Not only these two objectives, but the third one is also very important. You should know how you can keep a safety atmosphere on construction site. So you should feel that this is a particular site, how I can make a safetiest one. So this is one of the objectives that you should remember. Last, observe the usage of machinery at construction site. Whatever machinery they are using, site engineer using, laborers are using, everything you should observe properly. You may change these objectives with other words also. If you feel that you need to change that, you can change it. But the main theory behind writing these objectives will remain same. So these are the four objectives of visiting the particular site. Main body of report, methodology, images, explanation. What happened in this section that we will learn? This section usually involves explaining procedures and processes. Some of this might be construction, process or commercial operations of the plant. What are the aims of the aims and observations are? The first one, to make links between theory and practice, what you have been doing in your course, what you have read, what actually goes on in industry. The same which I had told you. You should know about what exactly happening, what you have learned in the theory class, what exactly happening, because you should connect your theory knowledge with the things that you observe on practical side. You have to connect both the things. You need to demonstrate that you observe the most important features of the site and you acknowledge that these are some of the most important aspects of what you go out of the visit. So the things that is new for you, that you learn, that you acknowledge, that you never seen before, everything that you observe in this particular site, you should mention in a main body of report. Even you can take the pictures. There will be a picture, site images that you need to write it properly with the proper explanation. Results and conclusion. Before going for results and conclusion, I would go back for a few things that is missing. That is images. As you visit the particular site, you might have taken some pictures of the construction site. You need to take out the printout of this page and you need to write the explanation of this particular image also, and that should be added in the report, because reader cannot understand through looking that picture. That person has to understand through explanation with this image also. So try to understand. You should post an image with explanation properly about the construction site. Now we will move on to the results and conclusion section. Result, very common thing that everybody understood, and conclusion also. In this section, students should write the finding of the study in point wise but in detailed manner. You should mention the results. What did you learn? Suppose this is the first example. What did you learn in this particular site? What was your observation? Getting me? The things you learn through observation after visiting the site, you should mention in a result section. You can write in a point wise, or you can directly write in a detailed manner also, or you can go with the both of the things. You should write point wise but in detailed manner. So this is your results. That means whatever things you have observed in the, on particular site, that you are mentioning in this section. Recommendation and suggestion. Suggestion if somebody needed, and recommendation you really want to do. Most reports include a recommendation section. You might be required to reflect on your experience. If so, relate what you have observed with your professional experience or wider reading and try and make connections there. See, in this recommendation section, suppose you find that the construction site or site engineer work, you find some lacking, or you feel that there is a lot of chance to bring the improvement or development on this work. So you should mention your opinion, your view, your suggestion in this section. Recommendations are compulsory, suggestions are not. So when you are giving recommendations, or when you are recommending, try to understand the reality or originality of the content, and then only according to that you should recommend that. So maybe person to person things and the content vary, but if you feel that you need to make changes in that, surely you should recommend and you should mention in this report also. Last point, that is references. Reference or refer to literature as directed by your faculty. Some lecturers might require you to do reading in preparation for the assignment. In this case, you could refer to studies directly relating to the site of your visit. If studies are limited, you might cast a wider net and explore similar issues found at your site with other companies or brands. The references also you can take. Some faculties, some lectures suggest before writing any assignment, should refer some books. When you are referring a particular book, you should mention the book name, the author name, publication name, the year publication properly. If suppose you visit a particular site, to get more knowledge about this site visit, that site visit name also you should write it. Suppose you are getting information, you are collecting more information from Google or any official website, there that name also you have to mention in the references. Or along with that, if studies are limited, you might cast a wider net and explore similar issues found out at your site with other companies or plants. Other companies, plants also reference you can mention, which may be similar to your site. The references giving a proper direction, how did you write the report, from where did you collect the information, and overall content that required for making a report successful. So these are the most important thing that I would like to brief you, and today in today's lecture I have given to all of you. I suggest you to please go through properly, learn it properly, step by step I make these PPTs, and you have to follow that steps one by one. After making a report, I am giving you one complete big time from today to write the report. Soft copy you need to show me first on WhatsApp and on my WhatsApp number, and after making necessary changes, I would suggest you to go and take the hard copy of this particular report. You have to remember one thing: those are not visiting my YouTube channel yet, please go and watch my few already videos which I posted earlier. Video was about resume writing, which is also a content of communicative English and technical writing, idioms and phrases, color idioms, and introductory part of communicative English and technical writing that you have to learn. You go, because I'm posting every video on my YouTube channel, you need to subscribe that channel, you need to share that knowledge, share that channel, and you have to get more experience through this knowledge. In this pandemic situation, in this pandemic condition, we cannot meet directly, so this is the only way to interact. I'm expecting your report next week. So I suggest you to start working on report writing. If you're having any kind of queries, you may call. So thank you so much for today's lecture. Thank you.